Let's see. Oh yeah, that's that quick first step though. With the contact all over his body. Mans was not ready for the hezzy explosion. What's good, two-way fam? It's your boy Till here, and we are on this NBA 2K21 demo, and you see we actually have quick game in here, also 2KU and the mod player builder. Now, you only get 5 games in the quick game, so I'm not even going to access that because I feel like it may lock you in, and you know how 2K is on these demos. They'll lock you into something you can't get out of, and you already used up that time. But outside of that, guys, we're going right into the mod player builder to see what the pie charts are looking like, and also see if we can complete our build of a Kawhi Leonard build off rip. So we went ahead and entered our name and all that stuff. So we see we have the point guard, shooting guard, small forward position. Now, we know Kawhi is a small forward, but from what I'm seeing so far, I played around with it already. You can get your small forward up to 6'10", and it doesn't get as many badge points, obviously similar to last year. So we're gonna stick with shooting guard on this. Right hand, we're gonna go ahead and find that number 2 for the one time, see if it's a good look out here. And just to show you guys the pie charts as we're going down here, they look very similar, right? This is a new one though. This is a majority finishing and shooting pie, but you still get those solid shooting ratings. And remember, this year we don't have quick draw. So those 3 to 4 badge points that you thought you needed, you really don't need anymore if you choose not to need that type of setup. So with that, guys, we have a majority finishing and shooting pie now. We also have, this is the same pie from last year, another pie from last year. Same pie from last year, but this is another one. It's a majority shooting and playmaking now. And so with that, you don't get the speed boost off rip, I don't think. But with that, this is at the shooting guard position. So if you change the wingspan around, you should be able to handle it. And then of course the shooting and defending pie, which this is always a solid choice for those 3-and-D players. Pure playmaker pie, this is gonna be a god at 6'9", 6'10" already, I can tell. You have the two-way slashing pie, which this is really good still. It just doesn't get as good as shooting and finishing as it did, because you see the driving dunk is at 78 starting off. The lockdown pie, and then we have a new one. So we have a new lock pie, and this is similar to what I talked about with the shot creating defender from 2K19. You see we have a 3-point shot, mid-range shot. So this is basically a pure 3-and-D player, but I don't think it's gonna be that great just because the driving dunk and the ball handle is, it's pretty rough. But with that though, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can complete a build that we want right now, right? So athleticism wise, you would think this pie is gonna be better. But if I show you the speed pie chart or the physical profile, we have 88 speed here. And I think that's the highest we're gonna get to. And it looks like the 99 to 95 or 95 to 99 overall system is still in the game. And if we go to this pie, which is the typical 2-way pie that we always used last year, you obviously see 93 speed, 92 acceleration. And this is starting off at 6'5" with this build. So I'm already kind of turned off by this build just because it doesn't have the athleticism, but it does have the lateral quickness. So this is probably more of a Kawhi Leonard pie from what I'm seeing. This one specifically is going to be able to ball handle a lot better. So this is a pure playmaking. So now it's about making a choice, but I can always go back to this one specifically, and this one gets better finishing. So it is what it is. Most likely what I'm going to go with is this red and yellow pie, athleticism wise, because something I value is athleticism in this game. And the reason is because I feel like we're going to run into a lot of this pie this year. This has really solid defense, really good shooting, a driving layup that's crazy, but also it has 93 speed off rip at shooting guard. And if you raise it up to 6'8", 6'9", I think it keeps around 85 or 87. And this one is going to be the next competitor to it. But outside of that, this one only gets the lateral quickness, but it doesn't get the speed to keep up. We're going to go ahead and pick this pie and just see what we're working with here. It looks like the speed and agility pie is what we're gonna want. And off rip, let's go ahead and put our attribute upgrades up. Now, something we do have to keep in mind this year especially is that we don't need 10 badge points as far as shooting technically. And you see at the shooting guard position, we actually get 11 now, but we really don't need it because we don't have quick draw. So I can drop this down to around 8. And let's see where we can go from there. I want to max out my dribbling. My playmaking is at a solid space. Let's go ahead and get all of this where we want. So now something is a little too juiced.
A few moments later.
So I'm not even gonna hold you in this situation right now. It took me around 45 minutes to figure out what was going on with the badge points and the attribute upgrades. And similar to 2K20, right? Small forward builds can be taller, but they get less badge point upgrades if you keep them at that position. Same thing with shooting guards. You may have certain categories that may be slightly better, but overall it won't have as many badge points with the same attributes if you just put it at point guard and raise the height of it. Now, I don't know why this is a problem going into 2K20 and 2K21, but as I was looking at this, I didn't want to make the same mistake that I made in previous 2Ks where I will put it at shooting guard and I'm losing out at like 2 and 3 badge points at certain categories. And we all know how 2K is. It's about badges and about how you have that set up. So basically what I did was I went right back to the point guard position after looking at shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. I know some of y'all don't technically care about the number of badges because you feel like the attributes will still do what it's gonna do. But for me, being on this game for how long I've been on it, I know if you don't have the badges, you really can't do anything with it. So I took this build back to point guard. It's gonna be at 6'7". It has the same athleticism pie chart, which is gonna be the speed pie chart, the very first one. And then I'm gonna show you how we built this thing up to be very similar to a Kawhi Leonard build. And hey, we're gonna go from there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video because I'm trying to be real thorough with y'all on this. We're trying to be real methodical about this because I want my build to play a certain way. So I got it at right at 41. So this is technically 10 without quick draw. This is what I normally would run. We still have 13 left. We have a higher interior D. So now we can actually contest. We also have ball handling, we have shooting, we have finishing. We go build, go up to 6'7". It's a better build at point guard, period. So guys, this is how we're gonna set this up. We're gonna set up our Kawhi Leonard build just like this. Now, I know a lot of people may say it's gonna be that new pie chart, but with how 2K21 is gonna play, similar to 2K20, badges are always gonna mean everything in this game. If you don't have the badges, you really can't compete. And with that, even if I drop it down to 4, right? So let's just add this to playmaking. We might as well add that. That way I have a 70. Go build. 6'7", 55 interior D. That's still solid. So now I have more playmaking badges, and then I just go 188. So that's what it's looking like, man. And then if I want my ball handling up, I suffer, but I'm assuming we get +4 to every stat. That's what I'm gonna assume off rip because of how the system was last year. And I think my drive and dunk on my 6'7" was a 79 anyway, and we were still catching bodies. And now I actually have a standing dunk compared to last year I didn't. So we'll have a 69-3 driving dunk, all of that, 82 ball handle. So we'll be able to move. So we're gonna stick with this. We're gonna go with this for our Kawhi Leonard build because sadly at small forward and shooting guard, I want the badge points over the attributes any day. Just because of how this game is always built from 2K16 to now. Since badge points have been introduced, or badges period, if you don't have it, you don't got it. So now the main thing I want to stick with is this. Now I could lower my finishing badges, but I think I just trust what we're working with. We're gonna go with that lock takeover, of course. Perimeter lockdown. And the comparisons are absolutely terrible. Shades of John Wall, Kirk Heinrich, and Malcolm Brogdon.
What?
So let's see if we can get a gameplay with this and see how it performs, because I want to see that and see what we can do. We're gonna go ahead and max this out at 99. And you know this really isn't 99. Defensive badges, obviously we're gonna go Clamps, Hall of Fame. We're gonna go Intimidator, Pickpocket on Silver, Pick Dodger, Interceptor, Rim Protector, Chase Down, Pogo. Like that's pretty much, or I'll do this here. That way I can actually defend something in the paint with strength. And that's my setup I always trust. When it comes to badges, if I'm gonna set something up like this, it's gonna be this. Playmaking, we got quick first step on perp. Unpluckable, tight handles, We're gonna go downhill for that speed, and we still have 2 badge points remaining, which is a good look. So we're gonna go handles for days, since we're gonna be the point guard as well. And I don't know if they're even gonna improve stop and go. I don't even know if they did anything with it. So we're gonna just stick with that. After that shooting, since we don't have, this is our setup right here. We don't have quick draw. So now what I would normally run on 2K20 without quick draw, I'm running this now. We have our setup, and then the 10 finishing badges, fancy footwork, slithery finisher, relentless. This is what I went with before. So now we have a solid look. I'm wondering who may have the best jump shot, but I may go with Clay just to see. Now that I don't have quick draw necessarily, Klay Thompson may be something I may want to stick with. So let's get into this gameplay and see what this Kawhi Leonard build is looking like, man. You see the badge points, we got 10, 7, 12, and 20. And hey, pretty much in 2K20 lingo, it's 10, 10, 12, and 20. And I'm happy with that personally. So it looks like they throw us on the Clipper. We're a 6'7" point guard versus Giannis. Hey, let's get it, man. So my goal overall is to still be a lockdown 2 or 3 for my team if I run Pro-Am or any other game mode. Let's see though. We're already going to the rim here. Got a strong take. Okay. We're already starting off something vicious though. We got a little bit of athleticism working with us right now. And we got 90 speed, 88 acceleration, which I'm assuming with Gym Rat badge, if they're gonna keep it in the game, we're gonna have 98 speed, which is still good. That's a strong contest. We're outrunning wide. Let's get to a spot. Klay Thompson jump shot. It's not going down, but we gonna find a way to butter that thing. Even with the speed though, I'm not even mad at it because I'm keeping up with. That's a bad shot yet again. We are contesting that. Let's get active though. Can we go to the rim?
Yes,
strong. What contact? We're finishing 6'7". Kawhi build is already going active. So I'm already having fun with this 6'7" build. Now I haven't tried the right stick finishing as much because it's pretty much like a Street Fighter fireball. All right, let's get up the court and see if we can make something happen here. 2, tween. Can we go around though? Let's go ahead and stop. Maybe cut back door one time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Finishing high with that long athlete lay. Now, something I thought they would improve going into the demo is actually giving us access to the animations, but it is what it is. Middleton with it. Kawhi locking up. Lopez in the corner. We are horsing that. Let's see if we can run up the floor one time. I got my man Kawhi. Ooh, he got closed out on, but I'm cutting back door. Can he find me with a strong finish? Bledsoe is looking like he's out his league right now, and I'm okay with it. 7-4 start. And me, I just want to be a solid defender. You know me, if I can play defense, I can do everything else exceptionally. Okay, maybe. All the way, the 6'7" PG is acting up right now. He said, what contact? We finished through those. Hey, let's make sure though. He tried. No, sir. We got length down there. Who we got running? I got my man, Morris, Green. We like to see that. So we got subbed out the game early on. It looks like they put me at the 2, which I'm actually okay with because that's going to be a position I'm okay with. Oh yeah. Cutting back door. The speed is too real. I know we're playing on like pro or whatever difficulty in the builder, but this is things that I would do in the park and Pro-Am too with the speed difference that I typically have with this build. All right, there we go. Corver trying to cut. We have a little bit too much athleticism for him. Too much. We grabbing boards out here. Go ahead and hand that off one time. We have it. I got my man, Harold. Cutting back door yet again. That's a hard foul. Giannis, relax. And we're sitting pretty though. We got a chance. Let's go ahead and build our stamina back up. Now I'm gonna shoot with the stick on this. And you see that little bit of movement we had there. So all we have to do is hold it down and apparently just adjust it slightly. And if you're not on that black line, you really won't hit it at all. So you have a choice of using X, which will fill up the meter, or you can use the stick. He tried. No, sir. We are at the rim on that. Rim protection. Can I get to a spot though? He didn't want to find me. These boys here are pushing. Missing the free throw. Now we got a chance to run. Okay, I'm sliding by yet again. Two-hand finish on the transition and they not ready for that action. Look, length is still gonna play a huge part in this game because they didn't change the motion engine, but sheesh. So Giannis trying to do something with that thing, and this build is feeling good to me. I think that's the main thing here. You see I'm getting that poke, and it's that time. Running downhill with it. They're trying to stop me, and that's a whole lot of contact. I needed that foul. These boys rushed over to me. No, sir. Ooh, he adjusted that mid-air. That's actually nice to see. Oh yeah, that's a big double cross though. Yes, sir. He just let me slide on by. We'll take those off the double move one time. So PG with it. And the dribbling is different, but I'm not mad at it. Oh yeah, he getting done up, and that's a green lay. 53-36. And we're gonna just go ahead and play through the rest of this just so you guys can get a gist of what this game is gonna look like and play like. But you see though, we're working. They're switching for no reason. Giannis trying to find his way. We are going in for the rip on this play. I'm taking this all the way. Yes, sir. 6'7" with the pickpocket running downhill. And we're getting real active right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's that quick first step though. With the contact all over his body. Mans was not ready for the hezzy explosion. And either way, I may go 6'6" with this build. It could change. I also like it being 6'7". You see them blocks though, making it real difficult for him to drive on me. Okay, let's see. I had Harold pushing. Oh yeah, he gave me the easy lane. I might as well take that though. We are almost at takeover and it's a solid look. 59-38. Is he gonna try to feed Bledsoe? We're in good defensive position here. He greened that, and I got punished for it. Let's see if we can get a screen off this. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful opportunity and the foul. We're going to the line. These boys are playing more physical on me because we're one off our takeover and we want to see it. Big shots, and it's that time.
I bathe in the blues.
We go on the takeover. It's the same takeover animation, nothing new. And it looks like we're moving a lot different, obviously. Ooh, that's a mean cross though. No sir, we got the speed advantage up the floor. Ooh, why is he sliding all over the place? Morris, they tried to double team and we're taking advantage of that out here. So if I get this right stick finishing down, we'll be all right. Because I'll finish those in contact, especially with relentless finisher in contact. I see though, we gonna lead him right into the defense. We got help. No sir, it ain't easy. He thought it was gonna be sweet. Can I go though? All the way with the cradle finish. A 30-piece in our first game in 2K21. Hey, it's all good, 97-53. I'm not mad at it and I'm happy with this build. 6'7" PG, perimeter lockdown is probably gonna be my go-to. I got interior D to defend anybody trying to cheese me on layups. I got strength to switch on 4s and 5s if they're not too big. And hey man, it's a solid look overall. It literally reminds me of the build I had right before I stopped playing 2K20. So we may be sitting pretty with this, fellas. So with that, what I'm gonna need you to do is go ahead and make sure you hit that like button for the one time. That way, if you wanna see any more two-way builds coming this way, I'm gonna try to make a big man build. I'm also gonna try to make a true guard build. And from there, we'll see what we can do, my people. And hey, I'll see y'all on the next one.
Yeah, look, stay on leash for the energy. I ain't worried, give a fuck about the enemy. Beat it, got them thinking it was 10 of me. That's why tonight I'm on the weed, not the